Okay, y'all. Today I want to talk about something that has been, I don't want to say bothering me, but just kind of like something I've noticed, like probably at least the last 2 years. And just let me know in the comments if y'all agree with me, disagree. I totally want this to be open discussion. But I was sitting in the middle of a really popular natural hair show a few months ago. And I was working with a brand, and I just was like, I don't know, I guess I just had this epiphany moment. It just hit me in my head like, oh my God, like everybody in here is just buying up stuff they don't need. And I don't know why that just hit me at that moment, but I want to ask y'all, because I started to feel like natural hair is becoming just all about products. Like, and I don't know if it's just becoming that way. Maybe I'm just having an awakening. I don't know. But I've been natural. It'll be 10 years in August. This August 2016. And when I first went natural, it wasn't all these products at all. It was, okay, put it this way. When I first went natural, all your favorite natural hair products that are now in Target and other big stores was strictly online or probably not even started yet. So with that being said, it's now I feel like the companies have taken notice, bigger companies, smaller companies, and realizing the buying power within the natural hair community, and everybody has a line, right? So with us being natural hair wearers or naturalistas or whatever you want to call it, it's really, 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 really hard. I feel like now to be natural than it was back then, because back then I thought, oh, it kind of narrowed your choices down pretty much. You could either, you had products online, and then you had your kind of products that you used to could use when you was relaxed, but you don't really know if it's gonna work for you. But now it's like every company, big, small, medium, has something for, if it's not a whole line, they got a product or something for natural hair. So like I just became like, is being natural now just about the products? Because we're getting marketed to in so many different ways now than we were 3 years ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Now they've seen, like I said, they're seeing the niche, they're seeing the energy behind it, and it's like, it's really overwhelming. Like, it's overwhelming for me. And I've been natural 10 years. I get products sent to me because I'm a blogger, I do reviews, but I just be overwhelmed. Like, so I can imagine if you're new or you're transitioning, it's kind of like, where do I start? Where do I go? But when I had that epiphany in that natural hair show, it was because so many people were coming up to me, well, my hair is always dry. What product can I use to put on it? And I'm thinking in my head, like, I mean, I could sit up here and sell you this product, but this is what you really need to do. You need more, you're not, because we're pushed to moisture, and especially since natural hair care, with our niche versus any other, I feel like black hair or just hair in general, we are very DIY. So with the products coming into it, we're given all these different products because we do pretty much predominantly do our hair in the home. But with us choosing to do our hair in the home, we still need to follow practices that you necessarily would get when you're in a salon and your hair is in somebody else's hands. And I feel like the products that are out, everything is moisturize hair, because we think when we moisturize our hair, that's going to stop it from being dry. But now I've been really doing a lot of research. Even now at 10 years, like I said, I don't claim to know it all at all. And I was just like, oh, wait, I'm kind of doing this wrong. After 10 years, I'm like, oh. I noticed a difference from my hair when I went to the salon versus what I was doing at home. And then now I'm just getting to the point where I'm just like, I'm over it. I don't want to do my hair every day. Like, when I first went natural, every single time I did my hair, it was an adventure. I was like, yes. Now I'm just like, is it healthy? Is it growing? Okay. But definitely finding the moisture and protein balance. And I feel like what naturalistas need is not necessarily more products. If you are a product company, you need to do detailed styling or care with your product. Just don't send a curling jelly custard out. Because guess what? It's like 60 other curling jelly custards out there now. Every time I go into Target, it's a new game. It's like a game with me and my boyfriend now. It's like, ooh, how can we spot, the newest product line that's in Target or in Walmart or in Ulta or whatever. Like, I got him in on this, like a little joke now. So it's like, okay, we had the product, now what? So instead of you thinking, okay, well, I got this product, I bought the whole line, I spent $75, then you get disappointed because you're like, my hair's still dry, it's not working, it didn't give me the curls that the girl on the billboard had. I just think there needs to be more education behind the product, because a lot of these product companies, they have professional lines, especially the bigger ones, and they go in and they educate these stylists on how to properly use their product on their clients, just because of course they want to have repeat clients. But one of the biggest issues I feel like in the natural hair community is we are not loyal to any one product company. So I feel like product manufacturers should educate us, send a style card. Actually, I'm gonna tell y'all where I was at. I was in Big Lots? I was in Big Lots, I think, yesterday, or Roses, or some discount thing. And I seen Dr. Miracle's Curl Care, which I used about 2 years ago, loved it. But again, one of them things, when it ran out, I ain't never go back to it. How many of y'all can relate? I've really been trying to curb that. But anyway, they had a whole kit. I'm gonna see if I can go back to it because I wanted to buy it, but I had a whole kit. Had 10 flexi rods in it, travel size products of all their styling stuff, and it had a style guide in it on actually how to use it, step by step, best practices, for $9.99. And I said, hallelujah. That's actually what sparked me to make this video. So shout out to Dr. Miracle's Curl Care, because y'all got it right. But yeah, and I think they're depending on bloggers and influencers and other people to relay the message to the consumer. However, what if I'm just in the store and I'm not really into the natural hair community like that? I don't go on YouTube, or I don't go on blogs. I just want to just buy this for my daughter or for me or whatever and just be done with it. It needs to be education behind it, because there's a lot of products sitting up under people's sinks and closets and whatever that could potentially work for them, but we don't know how to use them. Point blank, period. So I feel like if we had more education behind the products, one, it would curb down I'm not gonna say completely stop it, because I feel like that's part of being natural. It's like we just like to try different things. That's what makes our niche, the black hair care market, unique. We like to try and dibble dabble. But I feel like a lot of people could lock down their staple products, in a sense, a lot quicker if we had proper instructions and knowledge and all of that. Because 9 times out of 10, we ain't going to no salon. That's just what it is. So not to say that it should be that way, but that's reality right now. I might look back on this video in 5 years and be like, okay, ended up going back to the salon or whatever the case it might be. That's fine. But right now, I think where product manufacturers are missing the mark is we need to be educated. And it's not all about just the product. Oh, you got a buzzword of anti-shrinkage. Oh, this is elongation. Oh, this is... I get all of that, and all of that's well and fine. That's what's going to differentiate you on the shelf, I guess, from the next 6 products. But for me, at this stage in my natural hair journey, and what I feel like what I've been getting from a lot of other women who are, because like I said, my website is pretty much geared towards whether you're thinking about going natural, transitioning, and like up to the 2 or 3 year mark is when I find people are really hungry for information. And with a lot of people that I get emailing me or sending me questions through x.fm, which will be below if you have a question, I'll answer it, is they either don't know what products to use, they don't know how to use the products, or their hair is always dry with the products. So I feel like, okay, before we get to the product step, we need to be more educated. So I mean, I have my website and I have this YouTube channel. So thank you guys. If you find me, you can go to my website. I'll put the link below. However, we definitely need, because bloggers and vloggers, we don't know everything. So we need that extra push from the product manufacturers to be like, hey, you know, especially if it's like some new thing that came out and it's like, oh, you're supposed to shingle it to this. I mean, it would be very, very helpful. That's what I think. So you guys let me know in the comments below, what do you think about, is natural hair just becoming just about the products? Do y'all feel like we need more education? Am I completely wrong? You don't agree? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, you can visit me at naturallymemedia.com. Naturally Me Media on all social networks. And I'll see y'all in the next video.